And here's the money shot. The gauntlet. It's okay. I wouldn't suggest picking up this figure just for this accessory though. But hey guys, welcome back to the YKB, Why Keep the Box Collecting, where we immediately destroy the value of our figures and free them from their plastic and cardboard prisons. It's Adam Warlock, the Infinity Gauntlet, and the Wind Gauntlet. But, picked up this figure from Walmart. Let's take it to the table. So we have Adam Warlock over here in the new card back that they've been releasing. Really feel like they just use card back as an excuse not to give us a Build-A-Figure. But in the grand scheme of things, it kind of breaks up the old-fashioned ones they've been using for a little bit. It's kind of got stale. But, you know, they got legalese, all the characters, the Infinity Gauntlet, with all the books from the other characters. I think I got all of them except for Miles, because I don't see another need to buy another Miles. At least not just for a gimmick comic book. Here's all the different languages for Adam Warlock. In the front, I like when they do this. Really cool. It looks like a CG rendering though. It doesn't look like a picture. But it works. How many people bought this just for that? Am I the only one? Maybe. The box looks decent. Let's free Adam, see what he's working with. Why does Hasbro use the tape? Is it just that much cheaper? I can't stand it. And they should put the tape on the thing because it just falls out the second you open it. Let's get Adam out. Now looking at Adam over here, he looks good. For the most part, it looks pretty simple. Simple black, simple reds. Like the only thing that's a unique design on this figure is the cape and the head. Everything else is kind of Vulcan. So there's really not much to add. The top is very kind of glossy, where the legs are, kind of plain. And that means they're probably a little bit gummy. Yeah. This is a matte black, which looks different than this shiny black that's on top. But, oh well, it looks good. At least he has boot swivel. I really wish they made regular arms for some regular characters that don't have that. It just looks weird. But now that we got Adam out the way, let's look at his accessories. First up, and do some fist hands for the boxing he does. His staff. Can't remember why he has this staff or why he uses this staff. Let's get this out the way. It's the gimmick. And it looks pretty good. Some of these other comic books look absolutely terrible. This one looks pretty nice. It's probably going to join my collection of all other comic books, because I got all of them except for Miles. And they do decently well, at least in the look departments. This one looks absolutely terrible. It just looks so grainy and it's unfocused, where the rest of these come pretty close. It's not really complaining too much, but it still looks weird. Let's leave this one over here. Take these out. And I say this over and over again. If we have to get the gimmick to get the characters we want, give us the gimmick. But I would rather have an extra accessory than this. And the most important part, and one of the reasons I picked this up, it is the gauntlet. Comes in 2-piece, overlay for the hand and the fist. So, definitely going to be putting this on him. Alright, so we got Adam over here. There's his fist. Looks fine. And something I didn't notice before, one of these hands are trigger hands and the other one's a grabbing hand. They've been doing that a lot in this wave. I don't know why, but I find it to be weird. Here's his staff. Just plain plastic. The hideous cut right there, but no, it's a staff. It works. It is semi-hard plastic. It's harder plastic than Hasbro uses for G.I. Joe weapons, that's for sure. And here's the money shot. The gauntlet. It's okay. I wouldn't suggest picking up this figure just for this accessory, though. But it definitely looks like it can be used for other figures, which is nice. Which works. Might as well leave it on him, because that's how I'm going to display him. And last but not least, the gimmick. It actually looks pretty good. So, there it is. Accessories on him. Let's go do some articulation. Alright, Adam Warlock's head could only move like that much because of the cape. Can't really look up. Barely really can look down. No tilt because it is a dumbbell. Cape is a standard peg in the back. I would remove it, but we should know it by now. T-pose, no problem. Butterflies that go in and out. It does pretty decent range. Pretty decent range. Bicep swivel. That's a bicep. Double jointed. Works. Wrist works. Gloved wrist works. He can kick up that high. He can crunch that low. He can go that far back. Waist twist. Thigh swivel. Double jointed. He can kick his butt. Boot swivel. Standard ankle rocker. It's really just a standard size Hasbro figure. And it actually shows they actually painted the top. They didn't just cheap out and make it all black, which is cool, which I should have known because of the neck. So, looking a little superhero-y. This head sculpt, I say looks pretty good. I wouldn't say it looks quite accurate because if you ever read the comic book, Adam Warlock looked weird. I don't know why. He just looked weird. I think I still have the thing over here. That's what he looked like. I don't think they look that good. This guy's Diesel. That guy is very skinny. That guy looks like I don't know, a crazy doctor dude. This dude looks like he's gonna fight you in the bar. That's all I'm gonna say. Look at the gauntlet real fast. It's pretty shiny, but it's simple and plain. But since I'm doing this, got Adam over there, and let's stick on a much older version. The Bucky Cat mold, to be more specific, which is kind of my design. I kind of like this look of Adam Warlock, but I did start reading a lot later than most people, probably than most of the target audience. So I like this look, but most people like the classic one. But as you can tell, he's bigger, he's classic. I would even say it looks better. So that's that. This also came with the evil head. Shoot, what do you call him? Nemesis? I can't remember right now. I have it pop up in the corner. But now that I got Adam Warlock over here, let's see how tall he is. Adam is about 6.5 inches. And he takes up about 2.5 inches of real estate, which is fine. Now, because I have him here, I brought him out to show off what the gauntlet looks like. Here's the main baddie himself, Thanos. Show off the difference in hands. His gauntlet obviously is not as detailed as Thanos. The wrist has the little gold things around the knuckles, where this is just a regular fist with the gems in it. Kind of swirly, if you look. Where this one is, for the most part, they put a little bit of detail in it, but it still was, that. I can't remember which one this one was, but this one came by itself. This one was not the Build-A-Figure. This guy over here, on the other hand, I believe, no, he was not the Build-A-Figure, because I sold my Build-A-Figure off. He was the Walmart exclusive with the head from the Thanos, because it just made that crazy look. But it's the same thing as the previous one. And I believe these are the only comic book gloves that we got. See, the gloves are a lot more gold, where they went for a yellow over here. But, oh well, they wanted to match that with Thanos. And that's what Adam looks like. But now that we got the glove out of the way, let's see how he scales with other figures. And just because I have these guys handy, let's use them first. That is Adam Warlock right there. And there's Iron Man. We're going to do old Thanos right over here. And I'm going to call him young Thanos, but more classic version Thanos. I think the height's pretty good. I know Adam can kind of change his height and whatever, but y'all know what I mean. There is McFarlane Spawn. NECA Turtle. SH Figure Arts Naruto. Loyal Subjects Aang. G.I. Joe Classified Series. And Star Wars Black Series. Adam looks pretty good in comparison with all the sizes with the other lines. It's nothing crazy. What can I say about Adam Warlock. I think it looks good. It looks decent. If you're buying him just for the glove, I would kind of say save your money. Because it's fine. It's going to work, but it's a serviceable glove. He looks good as a concept. He does not look like Adam Warlock from the comic book. So, that's a thing. But as a figure representation, he's going to work. But for more reviews like this, come to the YKB. Like, share, subscribe, and I'm out. I'm pretty happy with this figure.